And we're reminded that the divine is always with us. We're reminded that every moment is sacred. And we're reminded that every moment is a holy moment. So we continue our meditation portion of today's service with ease and with grace, with joy and with love. Surrendering into the deepest, stillest part of us. See if you can access that wherever it lies for yourself. If you're not sure and you want to use your heart space, you can do that. It's always a safe bet. And just find wherever that may be comfortable for you to be still. And in this stillness and in this holy and sacred moment, we can surrender to the I am that I am, allowing for the divine to have more of its full sway in, through, and as our very life. So what messages are here in the center of the I am that I am? Message or messages that may be just for you in this very moment in time. Just see if you can check. Check for messages. Allow for an opening in space to receive anything that is custom designed for you in this moment on your soul's evolution. Perhaps that you have not yet heard. Perhaps a message you have not yet received. From the divine with love. Be still and know that I am. You've got mail. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am. So let's allow for our heart space to fill with gratitude with this next inhalation. And gratitude with this next exhalation. We continue to breathe in and out gratitude for the sacred, holy time of stillness and silence, and remembering the I am that I am, that right where I am, God is, right where I am, Spirit is, right where I am, Mother, Father, Spirit lives, right where I am, universal intelligence lives. This is the truth of each person within the sound of my voice. Right where I am, unconditional love is. Your essence and your birthright, to have all needs met on time, every single time, through divine source, spirit, and universal intelligence. The more we allow for it to have its full sway in, through, and as our very life. So grateful for each message or messages that may have come through to any and all of you, to me. Indeed, if they were divine and are divine, they will be unconditionally loving, life-affirming, uplifting. So we use this next breath to bring ourselves back to the body temple and this physical space that we're in, this place and this moment in time. And together again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Take in a nice inhalation. And an easy, slow, and deliberate exhalation for 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 times as long as the inhalation. In our next inhalation, let's bring ourselves back to the body temple completely and physically. So you may want to just gently tap the feet to the ground, making sure you can feel the ground, Mother Earth, Gaia supporting you. You can tap the fingertips gently together, bringing our awareness back to this present moment. And when you're ready and in your own time, just gently allow for the outer eyelids to open, becoming aware of one another, your place within the sanctuary. Welcoming all new guests and all regular congregants. Knowing that as each passes through the double doors, they're able to receive a divine insight, blessing, revelation, transformation, demonstration, and manifestation. For we have planted seeds of greatness and goodness here in this space. Grateful to each of you, I am. Namaste. Welcome. Take a look at the person next to you. Say God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. Look at the person next to you.
I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. Yeah, we come together. Oh, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite. In honor of the God in each. Now look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. Oh, we come together. Yeah, we come together. In the name of everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, hey, hey. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Said I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I said, my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I said, my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome. And my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. And I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Here's Rick.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our spiritual center in Redlands. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary and those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube. My name is Rick. Hi, Rick. And it's truly an honor and a privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought spiritual community, all-inclusive to all spiritual truths from the world's religions, traditions, and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are, where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcomed here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to greet you properly. Lost my place. Your hand and allow us to, delighted to have you all with us today. A gentle reminder, please silence your cell phones and place them safely away so you may participate more fully. Thank you. Thanks, Rick.
It's going to be our centering song here. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and love returns to me. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and joy returns to me. I send my prayers over the mountains. I send my prayers over the sea. I send my prayers into the heavens. Prayers return to me. I send my power over the mountains. I send my power over the seas. I send my power into the heavens, and power returns to me. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens. Peace returns to me. And peace returns to me.
And so I invite you to just turn within, however that's comfortable for you. Let's take in the divine and sacred and holy breath. Just breathe that in. And as we exhale out anything and everything that does not match all that is divine. Just let that go with your exhale. Again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhale, we release anything and everything that does not match all that is sacred. Just let it go. If it no longer serves you for your highest and best good, just release it. Let it go with your exhales. Let it go through the soles of your feet into Gaia, Mother Earth, to be restored and recycled, refreshed, and made new. Again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And on our exhalation, we release anything and everything that does not match all that is holy. Just let it go. And so as we return to our normal breathing pattern, we're reminded that this divine power and presence, this love, this grace, this universal intelligence is here and now in this place. It's in this space. It's in me. It's in you. And so it is from this platform of oneness and unification that I speak a word of blessing this day, as our Sunday celebration continues to unfold in a miraculous way, with love and with a sense of play and joy, a sense of lightheartedness and goodness with a capital G, so that each and every one of the blessings that you are ready to receive are given with ease and with grace. Can you receive the blessings today? Just say yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. For it is Spirit that knows you, that created every hair on your head, loves you unconditionally, made you whole, complete, and perfect, nothing missing, lacking, needing, nor wanting. You are the I am that I am. You are Spirit's representative on earth in the form and in the flesh, to do all the good deeds and all the good works that are yours to do, and you shall know what they are. And so for all those who have called our prayer ministry, I want to just speak a special word of blessing. Just say your own names out loud. Brother Mark. Always starting with ourselves. And we bless all those that are in our hearts for prayer this day. You may speak their names out loud into the sanctuary space, as I will as well. We bless Bonnie on her recovery from surgery. We bless Paula for her shoulder. We bless Patty B. We bless Gail, knowing her back is God's back. We bless Jimmy and all those who continue to recover from anything that doesn't match perfect wholeness and health and healing and vitality. Just see it for yourself. See it for everyone in your heart. Know that in spirit, nothing is forgotten. That every prayer before the last word is uttered has been received and declared and affirmed as yes and made so. And so as we always do, we continue to send peace throughout the world. And Gilman will sing it too, with us, for us, as us. We send peace first within ourselves. Let's try that. We breathe it in with a capital P, that peace that passes human understanding. It takes into itself anything that doesn't match it, okay? So anything where there's a struggle or strife, know that the peace with the capital P transforms, transmutes it. It blocks it from having any power any longer. And it takes it into the peace that is divine peace, that doesn't allow chaos or strife or fear or struggle or intimidation or war or battle. We breathe in that peace now to our family units, both that are genetic and created family units, our tribes. Take it into our city, our state, our country, and now our world. See it.
I send my peace
Send
over the mountains. I send my peace
these shields in every area where there is struggle, strife, conflict, or war.
I send my peace into the heavens.
Humanitarian aid reaching all those in need.
Peace returns to me.
World leaders changing their mind toward peace with a capital P. No explanation, no reason.
I send my joy over the seas. I send my prayers over the mountains, and peace returns to me.
And so how good it is to have our magnificent music director Gilman Carver with us, to uplift us and up-level us to the highest level of peace this day. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I can feel that you feel it. And so if you feel it, just let it be. Let it be. Our peace has gone through the sanctuary space, all through the world, past the oceans, reaching Ukraine, every city, village, town, border to border, north to south, east to west. The Gaza Strip, Palestine, Israel, the Middle East, Sudan, Armenia, everywhere that's in struggle, strife, conflict. Let's try to see in our mind's eye famine be erased. See humanitarian aids and blockades reach those who need most to have those critical food, medical supplies, water, right here and right now. Just see it. Miracles are ordinary in spirit, and so I proclaim them and call them forth this day. And invite you to do the same with me. We declare it and we affirm it. We expect only the good from this moment forward, as together we say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, everyone. I invite Elena to do our reading for today. Thank you, Elena.
Thank you, Brother Mark. Thank you all for being here. I would like to share a poem that I wrote back in December of 2018, and I encourage you to just drink in the words however you wish. And still we reside. There is a hope that burns for passion. There is a knowing that aches for release. There is a bird that yearns to be free. Amongst the chaos, fractaled against fragility, I have seen pain and disease. When tides have turned, I have understood compassion beyond all stirring for increase. When okay is no longer good enough. Leaves of change on the ground. Is there a reason each season falls down? I push up against the sky, praying it does not descend upon us this time. Still, the river sings its swaying, solemn song. And I suddenly am wrapped in sheer rapture. The trees are now as like statuesque depictions of each heartfelt memory far away in our collective dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. So, yesterday was Earth Day. Yay, Earth. Oh, it's tomorrow? Well, the celebrations were yesterday. So anybody here attended any of the Earth Day celebrations in Redlands? Wow. Almost everybody. We had celebrations at Redlands Bowl and all over Redlands. And right here. I couldn't be here, but I drove by. The parking lot was full. So I thought of this song. And this also goes back to the first week of April. We were talking about putting your faith into action. Faith does no good unless you put it in action. So this song was written by Dave Mallet, and you might recognize that it was also sung by John Denver with a little help from Kermit the Frog. And it's called The Garden Song. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, man is made of dreams and bones. Feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. Inch by inch, row by row, I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. Old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered thief up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Till the rain comes tumbling down.
Ladies and gentlemen, our music director, Mr. Gilman Carver.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gilman. That was awesome. All right, so welcome everybody. My name's Brother Mark. I'm a practitioner emeritus, which means 20 or more years of service to Science of Mind centers. Thank you. So for some that don't know me, I feel it's important for me to always just introduce myself that way. So my full name is in the bulletin and program. So today, well, welcome to that church, first of all, for those who have found it, right? Isn't that awesome that we can be that place where people can freely contribute and give, and we make it a little bit interactive as well. So if there's something on your mind that you want to share or clarify, we can make time usually for that as well. We want it to be something that you're not talked at, but talked with. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's a little bit tricky to navigate, and at the same time, I'm up for it. So I wanted to just let you know you're welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. I think we have 3 opening songs just to reiterate that point. And the last one's always my favorite when it's because it's so touching, isn't it? To know that there's a place where you can be who you are and you can be appreciated and loved. You can be, to the best of our ability, in a judgment-free zone, right? And embraced and hopefully lifted up. That's the goal, right? The goal is always, if somebody is down, to not push further down, to at least remain neutral, and if possible, to raise a hand. So I want to thank Iris and also all those who had a part in Earth Day. I want to thank Anne and our Board of Trustees for keeping our spiritual fair going here. It's amazing to do and to accomplish that task. All those who have helped with our women's shelter in the back building, amazing. It takes a whole village of volunteers to do that. And I see Ed is just coming into service eventually. And Audrey, thank you. You made it through another tax season. So it's good to have Audrey back. Audrey's one of our lay practitioners. Audrey, what year did your family start coming to this center? 1979. So the center's been here 70 years. We're hoping for another 70 years. Can you feel it? Yes. All right. All right, so today's topic, does anybody know what it is? We treat and move our feet. So that's kind of odd, especially for the new people, right? Because treat, what does that mean? It's not like Halloween, trick or treat. But treat is a shortened word for treatment. We used to call our prayer, the type of scientific prayer that Holmes developed, a spiritual mind treatment. Now, you could just call it prayer. There's no way to do a prayer incorrectly. Some people believe that prayer done with gratitude is prayer sufficient, right? That's a quote. So you can look up on the wall and you can take a snapshot with your cell phone of the 5 steps of our affirmative prayer. It's recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, release. And there was an old-fashioned shortcut. I'll show my age by saying it. Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to receive? Recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, release. So in recognition, we're getting in tune with the idea that there's one power, one presence for good. We don't have to call it God. We can call it spirit, universal intelligence, whatever it is you wish. In unification, we're just affirming simply that we are one with this, and that's the platform from which we're speaking our prayer. In realization, you can break down all the spiritual qualities. You can call them God qualities, spiritual qualities, and you're affirming that all of these things I am. Do you believe that? That's the secret to prayer, is to then get in this realization phase that you're in the energetic of the receipt of your prayer. Follow what I'm saying? So if we're praying for a romantic relationship, it's behaving and in the energetic that we're already in that. If we want a new car, right? It's what does it smell like? What does it look like? How fast does it go? What color is it? Is it 2-door, 4-door truck? Is it electric vehicle? What is it? And then a new home, right? What does that look like? Maybe we want to shift our physical appearance. Maybe we want to shift our wellness and health. Maybe we're ready to release and surrender anything health-wise that no longer serves us, right? For our highest and best good. It can act as if, yes. We must act as if. So we're walking around we're all energetic beings. For those who are newer, this probably won't, I think I get the sense from watching and feeling some of you that you already get the idea that we're not the physical, right? We're the energetics. We're like a sunbeam or starbeam or moon dust or something that's magnificent, that is glowing and radiating. That's the truth of who we are. And then when we look in the mirror, sometimes we think, oh, I'm kind of, could I be taller, thinner? Could I be richer? We start to tear ourselves apart many times, right? Or when we start to compare ourselves with others, oftentimes we start to feel less than. Or we might have been raised in places where they taught us fear, right? Or trepidation, or not unworthiness. So we have to, in any spiritual journey, our fundamental goal is to unpeel all the layers until we can get to the spiritual center, just like an artichoke, right? The heart of the I am that I am, where there's nothing missing, there's nothing lacking, there's nothing needing, there's nothing wanting. Everything is divine, everything is holy. It's holy in 2 ways. It's H, holy, and it's W, holy. It's holy, holy. And there's a song about that too. It's called Holy, Holy Way. Although I think that Holy, Holy Way is 2 H's. Anyway, do you get where I'm going? All right. Then in Thanksgiving, which is kind of a very old-fashioned word, right? You can think of it as gratitude, I think is more the word that we might think of it now. You just have this sense of relief, kind of, that you've finally spoken your word and said your prayer. Because others can treat or speak the word or pray about you. And at the same time, I would say it's super powerful when you speak a prayer about yourself. Does that make sense? When you're willing to receive a prayer about yourself from yourself, it's very powerful. And I want you to practice that. I'm inviting you to practice that. If you're too embarrassed to practice it alone, call me, call another practitioner. We'll make time to sit with you. If you have prayer requests, put them in the box under the podium. I will write a treatment about you and send it to you. I will talk to you if you want me to talk to you, and other practitioners I can bring in to do the same. We will make time to be with you so that you know that you're never alone, because in truth, in spirit, in the divine, you're never alone, right? So when you make that relationship and you have this divine romance with the spirit that's within yourself, everything else is added unto you, right? So if you actually have this divine romance, which I'm going to highly encourage, then a real romance is kind of secondary to it, but it's beautiful. It's actually more beautiful because you're not looking for that other person to fulfill something that you haven't already fulfilled within yourself. You're already whole. You're already complete. You're already perfect. There's nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting. And at the same time, you're inviting somebody else in to make your experience of this divine romance even more fruitful, even more amazing. And it can be. It can be that. And there may be, just on the artichoke, what's on the ends of the artichoke leaves? Oh, what's on the end of some of the branches of the most beautiful roses that we have out front? So along the way, yes, we may get something along the way to remind us of like what was in Ellen's poem, right? The idea that any of us in the human may have suffered at any point in time. It could be a catastrophic illness. It can be a loss, right? We could be in grief. Many of us are walking around completely traumatized. If we just watch the news, I was listening to my spouse watch the news this morning and just wailing out loud that it couldn't be so what he was watching on the screen. I mean, literally, gutturally wailing. And these same things, if we're paying attention, are all around us, right? There's suffering all around us. It's not just in another country. I mean, something caused somebody to set themselves ablaze outside of a courtroom. Think about that. That's the pollution that I was speaking about last week. So the idea in our prayers that thoughts are things, behind the idea that thoughts are things, what does it say again on the outside of our double doors, board president? Change your thinking, change your life. So that's also a little bit outdated now. It's changing the beliefs behind your thinking that then changes the manifestations, demonstrations, results in your life today. And so this is how it works. And I've threatened to create an app for the last 10 years here where I could just take my cell phone to your head, your forehead, right? Your third eye or whatever, and see how much you believe the prayer you spoke. Follow what I'm saying, right? So I can take my phone to Gilman's forehead for his new song. Oh, he's at 88%. So that means 88% of the words are out. That's pretty darn good. And then sometimes we may say for abundance or wealth, I may scan somebody and they could be at 2%, right? That's okay. Because it's just in that moment in time. Just like when we get a reading, just like when we have a spiritual fair or whatever it is, it's just tools, right? You don't have to believe anything. And it's in that very moment. Those tarot cards that are picked are in that moment, for that reason, in that moment. The reading is in that moment, for your soul's highest and best good, for your journey in time at that moment. The next day, it's a different moment. Everything shifts, everything changes, because we're magnetic beings, we're energetic beings, we're frequency. That's why when we walk into a party or a room, some people flee and some people come right to us and want to know who we are. But some flee. Or when we make eye contact with people who we don't know, some come right to us and some are like, next aisle or next place, or any reason to not make eye contact because we're too powerful sometimes. Some of the energy, if it doesn't match, it's okay, just trust it. We don't need to force it. We shouldn't follow them around. They're not ours to know. And at the same time, in the last step of prayer, release, when you really release your prayer, now is your job just to expect your good. This one, David, can you turn this one on too? Because I might want. So this one, so the bottom, it's on. Cheers. Oh, powerful one. Please. Okay, in a minute I'm going to give up. Are you there? Is it all on the phone? I think so. You had turned it on. Cheers. Nope. Okay, never mind. That was horrible. I was going into this amazing moment. So let's do this. So in the release, all we need to do is expect our good, right? All we need to do is expect our good. So we now walking around with the frequency, and at the same time, this is very, very important. So everybody up here for just a sec. It's only if it's for your highest and best good. You're following me, right? So in every prayer that you ever utter, I want you to have a caveat, like almost like in a legal document. It's a disclaimer. Let's say it together. I'm going to say it once. If you can be with it and you agree, then you say it. That's how affirmations work. You only say them if you believe them. It's for my highest and best good in this very moment in time in my soul's journey and evolution. So we'll make it shorter. For my highest and best good. Right here, right now. Oh, perfect. Let's do it again. For my highest and best good. Right here. Right now. For my soul's evolution. Does that feel right? Let's breathe it in. Yeah, all truth, right? All spiritual truth always feels good. If it doesn't, don't affirm it. It's not for you. Let's do it again. For my highest and best good. Right here, right now. And so it is. And that's the release. So you don't really want to say the and so it is unless you're really at the place of and so it is. Right? Just when you release it, really release it. And then I really believe that prayers are living things. So, and I said that one time many years ago. It was at George Hahn's installation in San Bernardino, and I couldn't believe it. It just came out of me. And that's excellent because I don't use those words. So that means Spirit used those words and put them in my mouth, and they went out to an audience, and it was received. Somebody else said something amazing that day. They said, there will never be they said, look around the room. Let's try it. Look around the room. We'll bless everybody as we look around the room. And they said, there may never be another configuration like this. Isn't that beautiful? That really touched me because any of us can be gone the next day, right? Or some of us may come. Like if you could have seen all the people we've seen here in the last 10 years, and if I could just get them all to come into this space at the same time, we would have to have 2 services a day. And they would be the most beautiful, divine, loving people you've ever met in your life. And then I always say, well, some of us in the teaching and in this movement, it's a little bit like feral cats. Right? We have to put out a can of pizza or tuna and see if you like the flavor and see if you come back. So we don't typically chase after, just so you know, it doesn't mean we're not thinking about you. I want you to hear this for the people who just watch remotely. Some of us even we saw some people come back, right? They hadn't been here for like years. They come back. And then, who knows the next time they'll come back. We bless them always. So as practitioners, we're just trained to see perfect God, perfect person. So let's say that together. Perfect God or perfect spirit. Perfect person. So if you can't, when you're ready to do prayer, especially about anybody else, if you can't already be in that place, do not go in that room. Do not enter because you're not ready. So you got to do the work first to be ready to really see the divinity despite the circumstance. Can you see the wholeness? Like when it can be tough. Like when I'm called into sometimes a hospital, or it might be the very last time. It may be the last prayer somebody hears. And they wanted you to say it. I mean, I walked out of there, I won't be embarrassed to tell you, like sweat all the way down here. Because I take that seriously, and I always ask too, are you sure that you want to have this out loud? Because it could be silent, right? And also, this is the thing about prayer. When I'm saying we're treating and we move our feet, it means we are doing something. We're not just thinking or allowing some magic. We're the magic. We're not just waiting for the magic. It's okay to be in this Zen place, this Buddhist place of nothingness. And at the same time, if you're expecting a direct deposit in your account on a Friday, you may want to do whatever type of work that is necessary to get that direct deposit, right? And stay open to, what did we say is, for my highest and best good, right? Right, so let's say that again. For my highest and best good, right here and right now. Now, to me, that feels pretty good. Do you all feel pretty good with that? That's the creative power that's within us. It's the genius, it's the magic that's within us. And so I want to just say, we have to get ourselves centered and ready first. Some of the tools, right? Affirmations, meditations. Many of us were here today for that. Journaling, classwork, workshops, readings. Ritual, yes. You can set up a little sanctuary space in your home, right? You could bring out your incense or candles. Just make sure you turn the candles off, or you can get a fake candle like I have, flickering. Right? Set up the ritual. Take a bath. I think in 3 years, I only used our beautiful, huge bathtub once or twice, once. And it's amazing. Just set up a bubble bath. Put the candles around. You're important. Take the time for self-care. And for all the caretakers, my goodness, put on your oxygen mask first, right? And then enter the space, because it can be quite depleting. And it's a sacred work that you do. Just know it's a divine calling. It's not for everybody. And it's a very high honor and high blessing to be with somebody, especially as they really need us and toward the end. So the other thing about prayer, since we're speaking about it today, is we're not going to pray for anything. We're going to pray about it. Can you feel it? I'm starting to go on fire. You're welcome to elevate me now. Anne said she's going to rise me up one day, and I'm like, what? Let's see. I know, one day I will. Actually, one day I jumped from this whole thing when I was younger. Let me just repeat this part because it's super important. We're not going to pray for it. We're going to pray about it. Because if we're praying for it, we're down here where we don't have it. And we know better. We know we have it. Because we're following, and the reason that it's 5 steps is it's supposed to be scientific, meaning it's demonstratable if you repeat it. There was also an old school teaching in science of mind, and I'm so glad I was taught that way in the old school, where you can use denials. They don't really talk about it too much anymore. It's the use of denials. You can say, I am not the diagnosis that I received. My prognosis is spirit-filled. It is God-filled. It is joy-filled. And we can also bless, right? Everything assimilation and elimination. Super powerful prayer. All of our foods, all of our herbs, all of our medications, all of our liquids. You can bless those, right? We can, what did I say the first 2 words? Assimilation and elimination. Because and also what I'll do a lot if I'm not sure what I'm eating, or sometimes we can try to turn the donuts to broccoli or asparagus. But we're basically saying let all that is meant to nutrify or, nourish my body, thank you. Let it just last, and the rest, let it slip, let it pass with ease and grace, that kind of thing. Are you feeling how powerful you are? All right. So I'm not sure how much more there is to say. You got the 5 steps. You got the idea that we're not waiting around right on our sequin cushion. We leave it out, and the person knows that they'll be here eventually, right? Your sequin cushion's been out, but where you been? So it's our evolution, right? And we bless everyone. Just know, if we don't call you when you're not well, it doesn't mean we're not praying about you for the highest and best good, right? Because if I was not sure, that wouldn't be very powerful. If I wasn't, right? So this is another important part of today's talk. Once you speak your word, stand on a rock somewhere, like a rock of truth. Make your own rock of truth. I see it in my mind, kind of like on the way, if you're driving up the coast. I think you read a poem about it one time, lady in the back, Eileen, where there was a magnificent tree, and the ocean crashes along the rock, but it never harmed the tree. And that's where we want to stand. We want to stand in that knowing. Because you might hear in some places, the I know that I know. Do you see what I'm saying? So you want to get to that place, because you're just going to stand there and you're not going to move. And then ours is to just be open and receptive to the receipt for our highest and best good at this very moment in time. I think I'm feeling like you're feeling what I'm saying, yeah? Let's see if, I don't know if any of the notes are going to matter. Let's just see real quick. Oh, this is really good from Pablo Picasso. If they took away all my paints, I'd use pastels. If they took away my pastels, I'd use crayons. If they took away my crayons, I'd use a pencil. If they put me in a cell and stripped me of everything, I'd spit on my finger and draw on the wall. So from Holmes, Questions and Answers on the Science of Mind, page 42. If we have a strong picture or mental concept of what we desire and hold to that mental equivalent, regardless of circumstances, we must sooner or later manifest according to the concept. From Eric Butterworth, Creative Life. The secret of achieving your dreams lies in so vividly imagining them that you literally exude the consciousness of them. You are vibrating with their reality. Charles Fillmore. So many people pray and pray, but they don't get action. It's not just in praying, it's in doing. You must do something. From Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind, page 284. Faith looks to the invisible, and instead of seeing a void, it fastens its gaze upon a solid reality. So this is from Patanjali. It's a Hindu author and mystic. When you're inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations, your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. From Scott Aubrey, Spiritual Passages. The divine something, call it God, the universe, higher power, or infinite presence, is the changeless, unconditional essence of our lives, of all life. Its love and strength are always at hand, and if we allow, opens us to being inspired, guided, and to the joy of being alive. Does everybody know that the good that we're speaking about is your birthright? Let's just say that then. I proclaim all spiritual qualities for my highest and best good as my birthright. Right here, right now. And I'm open to receive it. Right. So it's like we have these spiritual identity cards, but we have to set the PIN code. We have to call the 800 number. Activate the card. Activate your identity. And it's also how we build faith. And so now I'm feeling like you want me to stop talking, so I'm going to go to the close. Because actually what I want to do, and I will do if you're open to it, is a demonstration live of prayer. Is there anybody willing to receive a prayer? I mean, that's up to you. And if not, we can do it on or off camera, and we can do it, you want it off camera or on? All right, let's do it. Come on up. And then I'm going to close with a scripture. Okay, David, can you put both mics? Thanks. Hey, just tell them your name, too.
Hi, I'm Laura.
What is the prayer going to be about?
Receiving fully the abundance that I know is mine.
Okay. And is the abundance, just to clarify, is it cash, wealth, money, or is it some other kind of abundance, or all of it? Just if you can clarify. You don't have to.
Finances and the most personal growth.
Okay. Okay. Open yourself up. You okay? All right. And we don't touch in science and mind. However, if I want to, I will. No, we don't. I mean, when I say touch, we don't do it like lay hands. That's what I want to say. We don't do that, right? So I think there's more, though. So I'm feeling there's just a little more. Is there any more you want to share before we go into it? In the mic.
Pray about my journey,
There we
you
go.
know.
Okay. So we got abundance, like that's cash, money, finances. And what was the other part, the second part?
Just the optimal personal growth.
Okay, this is awesome. There's something more, though. What else? Or I'll just let Spirit fill it. I can feel one other thing, but if you know it, just say it out loud. And we'll stay up. We'll be receptive. Okay, so you ready? I'm going through all 5 steps. Laura, you ready? Okay, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And so how good it is to know there's only one power, one presence for good. It is right here, right now in this place. It's in the space. It's in me. It's in Laura. It is right where she lives. And it is from this place of unification, unity, and oneness that I speak a word of blessing for and about Laura, especially about Laura, to know that her birthright is divine abundance. And so I call forth for all unexpected good, all places where unexpected finances and good and cash and money rain down with ease and with grace. And anything and everything that is heretofore blocked, hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed this has no more power. It's replaced, it's vanquished back to the nothingness from where it came, and is instead replaced with this spiritual truth that Laura is abundant. She is whole. She is complete. She is perfect. There's nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting within Laura. Every organ, action, function, cell, and fiber of Laura's being is abundant. This includes health and perfect wholeness, divine right relationships, divine right work, correcting any adjustments in work that may seem invaluable to most valuable, to increase in money, monetary sources, raises. It's so good and very good to know the truth and be able to speak the word about Laura. So whatever's on Laura's heart, I know that Spirit knows the last word of that prayer before it is uttered. And says, yes, 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 you are my beloved in whom I am well pleased. You continue with faith and with grace. Walk along your journey now. Head held high. Head held high. Head held high, for you are the chosen one. You are my voice. You are my hands. You are my feet on earth. And so my heart is filled with gratitude for the honor for speaking the word about Laura this day, knowing that anything that was previously not said is now in the smile as a radiant glow of goodness, that Laura is a magnet for her highest and best good, that only her highest and best good, what's meant for Laura in this moment in time on her soul's evolution, is allowed to reach her. Everything else slips away at the last moment and turns the other direction. It has no more power over Laura. It's impossible. I stand on my rock of truth with a grateful heart, knowing that it's true, knowing that it's so. If anybody else has a word, just speak it out loud. Let your solar plexus hear it. And together we affirm and declare and say, it is done, even now, especially now.
Especially now.
And so it is.
And so it
Ashe and amen. Thank you.
That was fabulous. That was fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. All right. Do you receive it? So the main thing is yourself wants to hear yourself. Can we just give ourselves a hug right now and just say, there's nothing missing, lacking, needing, nor wanting in me. I'll break it down. There's nothing missing. There's nothing lacking. There's nothing needing. There's nothing wanting in me. I love me. I love me some me. And so it is. All right. Thank you, guys. And I'm going to close with, thank you. I'm going to close with scripture. We're going to go to Matthew 10:16. Also, before closing, I'm going to go to Buddhism. This is from Pema Chodron. How we stay in the middle between indulging and repressing is by acknowledging whatever arises without judgment, letting the thoughts simply dissolve, and then going back to the openness of this very moment. How long does this process take? The rest of our lives. We are continually opening further, learning more, connecting further with the depths of human suffering and human wisdom, coming to know both those elements thoughtfully and completely, and becoming more loving and compassionate people. And the teachings continue. And then from Matthew 10:16, I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as harmless as doves and beautiful wise as serpents. And the Aramaic translation, I am sending you out like a plant shoots out roots deep into the earth, opening a new channel for life to flow back and forth. You're going like sheep with half-formed speech and a gentle message into the wolf pack of the world. So sometimes be subtle like holy wisdom. Follow her spiral way like a snake. Weave back and forth surprisingly. Gather all within your wake, excluding none. Like the first mother of us all. Sometimes feel wisdom's passion. Fly straight to the beloved like a dove. Moving all at once. Clearly, obviously. Open your wings wholeheartedly. Already at one with your goal. Thank you all. All right, and Gilman's approaching. So it's the offering? Yep. Just so you know, a little footnote, if anybody else would like to receive prayer, and if you want it privately, it's fine. If you want it publicly, it's fine. I will do that. We can do at least one every service, right? It's no big deal. I mean, it's a big deal, and it's no big deal. Oh, I just said it's no big deal. And it's a big deal, right? Is it helpful to hear it, how it's done? And do you see it doesn't have to be an hour. It's very painful to hold on to whatever we haven't released. It's very costly. So I want us to release those. And if anybody else, don't think it's just one and done. That's what we're here about. Okay, Gilman has got the offering music. So the ushers are coming forth. It's our conscious time of giving. And I'm going to invite all of us to bless our gifts to continue the next 70 years here. What are we going to do? We're going to say an affirmation. It comes up on the screen. From the love of pure spirit within me.
From the love of pure spirit within me.
I bless this gift.
I bless this gift.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
Send it forth to heal and bless. And
it is evidence of my faith and my belief.
Evidence of my faith and my belief.
It does great work in the
It
world.
does great work in the world.
And it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
It returns to me multiplied.
And so it is. This one goes in there. All right.
Thank you for giving. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for believing. Thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are a vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, thank you for your sharing, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
And so I want to thank everybody who's giving. If you're within the sound of my voice, you can click on the Donate Now buttons. Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, all the ways. Let's have the congregation outstretch our hands toward the offerings received. Know they're sufficient with me. Oh, we proclaimed abundance. We proclaimed cash and money. We proclaimed unexpected sources of good. We know it's good and very good. We let it be so, and together we say, so it is. Yes. All right. Thank you, everybody. And if you want to give and you're not able to be here, there is a form where you can give every week to see any of the board members, Eileen or Ed. And now we have, Rick, can you come up for the announcements? And then stay after. Thank you. You can use this one or the other one.
Wow, I feel so powerful now. That was great. That was really good. And I loved Ellen's poem. Oh. All right, announcements. Please speak with Jean, Ed, or Ann if you wish to donate a meal service on your time to volunteer with the Cold Weather Women's Shelter. Ask David or Holly to volunteer at Saturday morning market days in downtown Redlands. Our Board of Trustees meeting will be today starting at 11:45. Starting Tuesday and Thursdays, April 23rd from 7:30 to 8, the book club, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles and the Words of Martin Luther King, Zoom meeting only, hosted by Holly. So I do the book club. It's really good. And the getting rich is more about gratitude. It's not like that's, you know. And then Saturday, April 27th, will be the next metaphysical fair. Ann Spear has details. Doors open at 10 a.m. And there's some people coming from New York to participate. So, all right, this is great. Phil Courtney's Inland Empire Almanac is set for Sunday, April 28th, from 1 to 3 here in the sanctuary. Invite your friends to attend. It's awesome. We're going to have the music of Al Yankee, and then the song stylings of Martreat Garrett, and she's awesome. She's really renowned, backed by popular demand. She played at Nina Simone's funeral. And talk to Phil, because it's great. I'm going to be a greeter. Join us for potluck, snacks, and fellowship time right after service. Thank you so much for your presence, both in person and those who follow and watch online. Thanks, everybody.
Inviting you all to rise for the closing song, The Doors Open.
Yes, Marie Tree is just wonderful. If you haven't seen her before, make sure and be here for the almanac. She's just great. And of course, Al Yankee is always great. And he'll be here next week. And he wrote this, our closing song. And I hope you'll sing along with me. I used to think I would always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation. On the outside, things look good. Oh, shake those tambourines. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Yes, I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open, wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separations far away. Now I am walking with my Yes, I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes. Help me out on this. Yes, I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am going with my mind wide open. And I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Wide open. Wide open. We'll see you all next week. Rosemary.